I'm Luke and this is Rob. We're Scrum Masters and Project Managers at Pixel Fusion. Today we're going to be talking about delivery, in particular vertical slicing. So Rob's going to kick it off with, can you please tell us what is vertical slicing?
So vertical slicing is a delivery methodology really used in Agile all the time that really allows one cross-functional team to focus on delivering a range of features for a client. It differentiates from traditional horizontal slicing in that where you take a horizontal approach, you're looking at the components or layers of the architecture of the solution and you're working on one layer at a time concurrently. So you might be working on the front end of an application, but at the same time a different team is working on the back end, and you need to align those teams to ensure that they're delivering value, which means you're often not delivering value very fast. With vertical slicing, we can take a thin slice of the whole solution and that single team works right across the solution. So when we're looking to add value, when we write our user stories, we take into account the full solution and we know that we're going to deliver value to the end user and to the business at the same time.
And who's vertical slicing for?
So it usually is suited better to smaller teams because that team can work across the solution. It doesn't mean you can't use it at large scale, but if you are going to use it in a large scale situation, you would really want to make sure that you structure those teams based on feature as opposed to component. So that way you can make sure that we're coordinating with the teams and aligning based on the feature to deliver some value.
Cool. And can you always vertical slice, and should you?
It doesn't always apply. If sometimes you're dealing with a legacy system, or you've got a core business application that's used by a lot of people across an enterprise, like an ERP, which will often mean that dictates how the front-end application needs to be built. In those cases, it could be better to work in a horizontal slice. It doesn't mean you can't work in an agile fashion. It just means that you'll have multiple teams and you need to make sure that there's really good team collaboration.
Great. And what do our clients say about vertical slicing?
They love it.
Yeah.
I think because we deliver immediate value, they see immediate value. We're providing a great improvement for the end user, but at the same time, we're also improving business efficiency, therefore saving money.
Awesome. And how does vertical slicing help estimation process?
It means that because you've got one core dedicated team and they're touching every layer of the solution, they do intimately understand the solution and therefore understand what it takes to build those integrations and the interactions, always keeping in mind the value that they're going to add.
So, and from a personal point of view, vertical slicing, how much value in your experience with the projects has it made to your workflow?
It's immeasurable because for my largest client, we've been doing it for quite some time now, and every time we walk out of a sprint review, they're telling me that we're delivering more and more value every sprint, and they can see the value. It's tangible, and they can add value.
That's fantastic. Hopefully you took something from that. I did, so appreciate it, and see you next time.
Thank you.